Imagine a fleet of 130 ships sailing towards you with the intent to invade. This was the reality of England in 1588 when the Spanish Armada set sail. The Spanish Armada, a fleet of Spanish ships, commanded by the Duke of Medina Sidonia, embarked on a mission that would forever etch its name in the annals of history. Their goal? To overthrow the Protestant Queen Elizabeth I and reinstate Catholicism in England. This was no small task, and the tension between Spain and England was palpable, a simmering pot fueled by religious differences and political ambitions. Spain, under King Philip II, was a dominant power with a global empire, while England was a minor power with no empire. The execution of Mary, Queen of Scots, and England's support for the Dutch revolt against Spain acted as triggers, adding fuel to the already raging fire. Thus, with the winds of conflict blowing, the Spanish Armada embarked on its perilous voyage. As the Spanish Armada set sail from Lisbon, the English watched in apprehension, their fate hanging in the balance. An air of uncertainty and dread filled the atmosphere as two of the most powerful forces of the time prepared to collide. The English, under the leadership of the legendary Sir Francis Drake, employed superior naval tactics that left the Spanish Armada reeling. They capitalized on their intimate knowledge of the local sea routes and their superior long-range firepower to keep the Armada at bay. The Spanish Armada faced a barrage of challenges. The English launched fireships, unmanned vessels set ablaze, into the Spanish formation, causing chaos and confusion. The Spanish Armada was further beleaguered by unfavorable weather conditions. The infamous English weather proved to be a formidable adversary, as storms and rough seas wreaked havoc on the Spanish fleet. Despite the Spanish Armada's impressive size and the grandeur of their mission, they were ill-equipped to contend with the combined onslaught of the English fleet and the harsh weather conditions. The Armada was forced to scatter, breaking their once formidable formation. Yet, the English were not content with merely repelling the invasion. They pursued the scattered Armada into the North Sea, ensuring that the threat to their homeland was definitively quelled. The Armada, battered and beaten, was forced to scatter, but the English were hot on their heels. Captivated by the tale of the Spanish Armada? If you're enjoying this epic naval saga, show some support with a like and subscribe for more historical battles and stories. More thrilling insights are coming up next. Driven into the North Sea, the Spanish Armada was in shambles, its dreams of conquering England now a distant memory. The aftermath of the battles was devastating. The Spanish Armada, once a symbol of Spain's grandeur, was now a floating graveyard. Each ship bore the scars of battle and the weight of defeat. Facing relentless assault from the English Navy, the Armada made a desperate retreat into the cold, unforgiving North Sea. The English, relentless as winter, pursued the Armada, their ships like hounds on the heels of a wounded stag. The sea became a chessboard, and the English, masters of their game, drove the Spanish into corner after corner, leaving them with no choice but to flee further into the hostile sea. The return journey of the Spanish ships was nothing short of tragic. The North Sea, with its treacherous currents and stormy weather, claimed many of the Spanish vessels. These proud ships, built to conquer, now lay wrecked and broken, swallowed by the icy depths. The sea, indifferent to the ambitions of kings and queens, took no sides. It was a harsh reminder of nature's unforgiving power. The survivors of the Armada returned home, not in glory, but in defeat. Their ships, once symbols of a mighty empire, were now ghostly spectres of a failed campaign. The defeat of the Armada was not just a military disaster, but a blow to Spain's pride. The once invincible fleet was now a symbol of failure, a stark contrast to its initial grandeur. The Spanish Armada, once a symbol of Spain's might, was defeated, marking a significant turn in the Anglo-Spanish War. The defeat of the Spanish Armada didn't just mark a victory for England, it was a monumental moment in history that echoed throughout the centuries. The Armada's defeat was a turning point, shifting the balance of power in Europe. England, the underdog, had successfully defended itself against one of the mightiest fleets in history. This victory sparked a surge in national pride and confidence and marked the beginning of England's ascent to global dominance. Yet it was not just a victory for England, but a blow to the Spanish Empire's aura of invincibility. This audacious battle also had ripple effects that reached far beyond the English Channel. The defeat of the Armada served as a beacon of hope for the Protestant Dutch Republic, which was in the throes of a fierce rebellion against Spanish rule. It proved that the mighty Spanish Empire could be challenged and even defeated. Yet, the story doesn't end there. Emboldened by their success, the English launched their own armada against Spain, a campaign that ended in failure. Spain too sent additional armadas in the years that followed, but none achieved the desired victory. These attempts remind us of the perils of overconfidence and the fickle nature of power. Thus, the tale of the Spanish Armada remains etched in history, a testament to the unpredictable nature of power and the indomitable spirit of those who dare to challenge the odds.